Good evening and tonight, viewers. This is Three Roads Gaming. Now let's ride. Last time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, we got a boat of sorts. But we acquired it honestly, we didn't buy it, because don't buy a boat. Probably give Eris some materia. That would be smart. Alright, Eris, you take this materia here. Thank you. Ooh, climb hazard. I think it's like technically climb hazard, but all the same, it's a really powerful single target attack. All right then, let's go to the gold saucer. And since we bought the golden ticket, we didn't have to find it in a Wonka bar or whatever. We bought it fair and square. We don't have to pay to enter again. Also, I looked it up, and I can't see anywhere, any evidence anywhere, that you could lose the golden ticket. Every so often, there'll be a person on a subreddit that claims that they lost a key item, and then, you know, they don't respond to any inquiries for clarification as to how that might have happened. I remember there was someone somewhere in the Earthbound subreddit who swore that he had lost the Franklin badge somehow. Like, no, that's not possible. Like, it's just such an easily disprovable lie. Viewers, this is the official Three Roads Gaming stance on lying. If you're gonna lie, make it hard to trace. Don't tell me you're not wearing a hat if I can see you wearing a hat. That's how some of these people are. Anyway, we'll go to Battle Square. Dio's showroom. You were expecting me to make a different joke, but it was him, Dio. Been good to you. More like we didn't sue your ass for the false imprisonment. If anything, I just take the keystone and be like, yeah, we'll call this our out-of-court settlement. Entertain him. Okay. Anyway, you can get some cool accessories and 10,000 gil if you win this. So let's see what we can do. Aqualong, baby. Half speed, who cares? I think this is the kind of thing I could see on the beach. This Crown Lance thing. Also, a lot of the monsters in the minimum. Well, that's an easy fix. There we go. The Crown Lance, a lot of the monsters have like beefier stats. Ah, jeez, Toad. And I can't use enemy skill. Do I have a remedy? I cannot get out of this unless I encounter an enemy that uses Toad. Alright then, use time and space bomb. I think, and there are certain enemies you can only encounter here. Another time and space bomb. Oh. Oh, okay. That's right, it'll never deal fatal damage. Okay, grenade. Graviball. Okay, I think that Dimmy does quarter damage, so I had about 360. Let's chuck another grenade at him. Great, I'm minied and frogged. I'm just gonna flee. I really tried this time. There was one run, a challenge run I did. Basically, part of it was ladies only, so I had Cloud down, and it doesn't revive him before the battle. So it's just, battle screen appears for like a second, long enough to register that, oh, he's down, and then, it just immediately cuts to Dio kind of reaming you out over it, like, that's it? Still get the keystone, though. There are no Lufia 1-esque shenanigans where the game doesn't acknowledge you're dead until you're hit. There was a boss in Lufia 1 that did that. The Apprentice. Memory serves. Now let's go to the station. Tram is out of order. And we're gonna go stay at the hotel. The Ghost Hotel. Probably should have hit them up because they have a shitload of status restoratives. No. Dude, you went to Cosmo Canyon. They use the word Cetra like every third word there. You just not pay attention? There's at least 13. I read this less as her comforting him and more her kind of trying to, like, stick her fingers in her ears and go, no, no, no. And this is the infamous date. So you got 4 date options. You got Tifa, you got Aerith, you got Barrett, and you got Yuffie. The game pretty much, like, if you just sit around like your thumb up your butt and don't really care about dating, it's gonna be Aerith. But it's also extremely easy to get the Tifa date. Barrett and Yuffie take some doing. Barrett and Yuffie, to get either of them, basically require that you not only never have Tifa or Aerith in your party if you can help it, but also that you essentially savage them at every opportunity. How convenient. We broke down on the night attractions were free. Also, if I'm stuck here, they better be free. That's like some Colonel Tom Parker bullshit right there. If y'all don't know what I'm referring to, there was apparently a story. I only read it in one book, so I haven't really verified it, but Colonel Tom Parker, Elvis's manager, apparently oversaw like a state fair or county fair once. Well, what he'd do is, as you were leaving, he'd sell like pony rides for you to get to the exits from like wherever he was selling the pony rides, which was, you know, kind of cool, fun little way, get there a little quicker. But also what he'd do is he would kind of give the ponies free reign of the area, let them go to the bathroom in that area, so, you know, if you didn't want to walk through a bunch of horse crap, you'd basically have to, well, pony up the money. Pardon my pun there. I need to look into that and see if that's true. But based on what I've heard about Colonel Tom Parker, it very well could be. If we had brought Barrett, they would... I mean, this was 1997. They weren't cool with certain things yet. They would turn us away. If memory serves, I think speedrunners will try to get the Barrett date, just because it cuts down on the time a little. Princess Rosa. I don't know what Volvados is a reference to. Like, you could have made this a Final Fantasy IV reference. You could have named, like, the Dragon King Scarmiglione and named the hero Cecil, but you didn't. And I will forever judge you for that. Let's see. The Wizard. Vorman. Again, he could have been named Tella or something. Minwoo. 5 didn't really have one. Strago, maybe? Let's ask about the princess's measurements. Let's say that knight is my enemy. So basically, we kind of made it really egalitarian. There are a number of things you can do. I mean, you can play it straight. The gimmick is that true love's kiss will kill the dragon. So Cloud will kiss the hand of whichever maiden is playing, or whichever one of his ladies is playing the princess. All you can do is I just saw. Another thing you can do is you can kiss the Dragon King and he'll become a beautiful woman. And the princess will just kind of be like, what? What the hell? It's good times. Anyway, round square. So if you want to go through this as fast as possible, just don't look out the window. Basically, whenever your compatriot says, look out the window and you'll see some CGI. Still holds up pretty well, I think. There's the Chocobo races. I think this CGI is unavoidable. Coincidentally, this track is called Interrupted by Fireworks. Because, you know, your words are interrupted by fireworks. Let's remember the 4 stages of fireworks from Joe Pera. Joe Pera talks with you. I wish that show would come back. It was so good. It was so unlike everything else on Adult Swim. Also, I found it kind of by accident. We had just had to put down one of our rabbits. And, you know, I was sad, and I'm like, I'll watch some Adult Swim, you know. Some stupid, maybe Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Take my mind off of things. And what do I walk into but Joe Pera Talks with You. The episode where he's dealing with the death of his grandmother. Because of course. I did end up watching it though, because it was a great show. So this is Tifa's entire thing. She can't say something she clearly needs to say. If you brought Eris along, she'll just be like, I want to meet you. Because she's figured something out already. Let's just leave it at that. Yuffie just kind of kisses Cloud out of the blue, and he reacts kind of poorly to it, so that's not great. And then Barrett is like he's kind of like angry at Cloud, shockingly enough, and Cloud's thinking, you know, maybe I should have paid more attention to one of the girls, and I wouldn't be in this situation. And then Barrett accuses Cloud of, you know, Barrett accuses Cloud of having designs on Marlene, which, ew. I guess he mishears Cloud or something. Hey, it's Ketchi. It's Ketchi. Why does he have the keystone? Anyway, I could do the whole Scooby-Doo thing where I go in and out of doors and whatnot, or I can just go to Chocobo Square, where he's eventually going to be. Get win! Get win! Let's get win, everybody. Yes, he is a spy. We'll learn who he is later. So obviously, you know, Marlene will recognize everyone but Yuffie, because she's never met Yuffie, canonically. I don't think there's a way to have them meet either. Free elixir, I'll take it. Yeah, I'm bringing Tifa basically for the lulz. And this here's a Turtle's Paradise. A pub with good drinks and great atmosphere. Kind of weird that they don't have a bar on site, because I mean, even Disney knows the value of a good hard drink of booze. Alright. We'll be going to the shop. Alright, we'll go in here. And they sell a lot of curatives. I'll get a few maiden's kisses, a couple cornucopias, some softs. There, because we will be running into Frog. Zuh. Matter of fact. You take the white cape. Sure, you take the star pendant. It's not a real big deal yet. Now let's go to the station. I like sort of the class disparity where the fun, expensive, revenue-generating theme park is right next to perhaps the worst-off community we've seen in the entire game. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the Temple of the Ancients. If I wanted to, I could go west to that place Yuffie was talking about, but I'd rather hold off because, well, I'd just rather hold off. Alright, let's go ahead and... These guys. Kells Melter. Sounds like a brand of piano or something. I think I'm thinking of Sennheiser when I say that. Anyway, let's go ahead and call it here. Next time, we'll go into the Temple of the Ancients. This has been Three Roads Gaming. I sure am glad the road brought you here. Hope it brings you back my way again soon. Have a good one, everybody.